understanding and reading a pattern. So to me, a pattern is like a book, a very, very short book. And you don't know the whole story like you do of the pattern until you read all the way through to the very last page. As in a book, you don't know the full story till you read every single page to know the happy ending or the sad ending. So you want a happy ending when you're creating your project, so you're going to read from the front of the page to the back of the very last page, because it has a lot to offer you in the pattern. So when I open it up, it tells me what my finished measurements should be. Okay, so now I circled 2 sizes, so the bust circumference total is 37.5. My bust total is 36, so that gives me an extra 1.75 inch ease. I kind of want a bigger one, so I would go to the next size, because I know in my body I like 3-inch ease to 4 inches, which means that's the movement that you have. It's not hugging or clinging to my body. It also tells me how deep my armhole is. This is a very nice pattern because it's giving it to me in inches and centimeters, which is very nice. It tells you the total length of a cropped version or a full-size version. And here is the schematic of it. So they always tell you this is a really well-written pattern. Not all of them have this much information in them, but this is going to tell me what the measurement should be of the finished garment. Then it tells me the different sizes, type of needle to use, the beads for the crochet if you want to use a crochet hook for inserting the beads, my stitches per inch for my gauge, telling me fingering weight yarn, and it tells me all of that, and it has notes. You can knit it with or without beads. Well written. I would really recommend this, what is her name? Pope Vergara. Very well written pattern. No problems at all. So now I've done that. Now I'm going to read the next page. So it has abbreviations of the different terminology used in the pattern. I call this the key, like a key to a map. It's going to have the abbreviation and tells me what it means. It may not tell me how to execute it, but it's telling me what is here. Now in here, she has links to tell you how to do the magic loop, make one left. A lot of patterns have links that are connected to them, but when you have a printed out pattern, it's hard to keep the link there. So I'm not really much on that, but she does tell you how to do a wrap and turn, an I-cord bind off. She tells you about the beading and how to do a hook bead. So she does not want you to be unhappy when you're through reading her book. So when I turn it over, she also has a chart. Now in her pattern, she has a chart as the visual or the pattern written in the words, which I like both of them because sometimes there could be a mistake and you'll catch it when you're like, why is it not turning out? If I'm reading the words, then I look at the chart and I'm like, oh, because she left the words out. Or you're reading the chart and it's not correct and you read the words, oh, there it is. She left some thing out of the chart. Turn my page over. We did this. Now we're in the instructions. And I'm starting on page 7. It tells me what needles to use, what to cast on, tells me to work in the round, which would be one of her abbreviations in here. RND means in the round. That means I'm not knitting it flat back and forth. She gives you a setup row. She uses the beginning of the row marker, talks about her beading, so she has it broken up into sections, which makes it very easy. We still have more instructions for the front, the left shoulder shaping, the neckline. So I would actually read all of this. Then it has instructions on the right shoulder neckline, continue to work flat without wrapping any stitches, but read it all through, because when I did this, I didn't read it all the way through, and I was supposed to actually pick up the wraps in my short rows, but I'm okay with it. I'm happy. And then here's more instructions how to make my sleeves. And she has different markers set up. It was a little confusing. I figured it out. We have short rows over here. So I read this part. I did not read this part. And it says, working the short into, okay, picking up all wrap stitches as you come to them. That's the part I missed. But it's still pretty and it's really close to the seam line. And then it tells you how to finish it off. And then you may want to block it if you want to. It'll tell you. So reading a pattern is extremely important from the beginning to the end. Just like a book. Never leave a page or skip a page. Because if you skip a page or skip a paragraph, you're going to leave something out. Thank you. Yarn Store Boutique.